Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to our seventh session of Introduction to Japanese. My name is Tejaswini, and if you're here for the first time, let me tell you that this is our seventh session of the series. So, obviously, we have uploaded 6 videos before this. I want you all to go check them out first. Of course, they're up on our channel. So वो पहले देख लीजिए so that you're in sync and you know what's happening with the Introduction to Japanese series. And for everyone who has joined us after the first 6 sessions, welcome back. I'm so happy you're still, keen and curious to learn this language and you're liking it and you're back for another banger session. Now, why did I use that term? Because this is probably the toughest session. Of course, when you learn and when you like walk through the session with me, you will not find it that tough, but the language but the script, in fact, that we're talking about here is a little tough to understand. Not trying to scare you here, but just trying to tell you that इसके लिए ना थोड़ी ज्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. So if you guys remember in the first session, I had told you that there are 3 scripts in Japanese. Now you know that by now, correct? So hiragana, katakana to abhi aa chuka hai. Matlab, we already know how and when they're used. There was another script, if you remember, which was kanji. And I had told you it's a Chinese script, basically a pictorial depiction, है ना? कि जैसे हम लोग कुछ चीजें बोलते हैं, we talk about a few words and we write those words exactly the way they look. ओके जैसे माउंटेन के बारे में अगर बात करें तो वो जो कांजी है, वो जो कैरेक्टर है, वो माउंटेन की जैसा ही दिखेगा. तो दैट्स व्हाट आई मीन व्हेन आई से पिक्टोरियल डिपिक्शन. द character or the kanji character will look exactly like the word. Okay, that is what a pictorial depiction is. So this script is mainly about that. Now, just to answer to your curiosity, I know you have a lot of questions right now, and I'm going to try my best to answer them without you writing them down in the comment section below. Okay, so let's try to answer all of them one by one, as and when I think कि यहाँ पे doubt हो सकता है. I'm going to keep answering. I think the first doubt would be कि हर एक kanji, or is every kanji a pictorial depiction? हर एक kanji ऐसी होता है क्या? तो answer is no. Okay, not every kanji is a pictorial depiction. Not every kanji looks like the word. Some kanjis may look a little different than what the word is. Some kanjis may look completely different. Okay, so how will you remember? Of course, for the kanjis who look like the word or who feel कि हाँ ऐसे ऐसे थोड़े से हमें pointers निकाल के हम अपनी ही imagination बना के. Okay, now this is a fun session because we need to imagine, we need to recreate, we need to draw pictures, and it's like going back in our childhood. Okay, तो जैसे जैसे जहां जहां पे ये हो सकता है possible, well done, like good job, great. Like जब करना होता है, जहां पे कर सकते हो, please करो. Okay, stimulate your imagination, go wild, go crazy, try to form new kanjis, try to form new words. Make sure कि आप जो सोच रहे हो है ना, cross check करो 10 बार before you lock that word in your head. But there are times when you probably will just, like, the only option you will have is to memorize. Okay, and nothing else, only memory. बस आपके दिमाग का खेल होगा फिर तभी, है ना? तो मेहनत बहुत ज्यादा है इसमें, no doubt, but मजा उससे भी ज्यादा है. So if you guys want to have fun, if you guys love hard work, but hard work with fun, this is your session. Okay, let's go. Whenever you find कि हाँ यार यहाँ पे screenshots लेने चाहिए, please make sure you do that, or you can pause the video, write it down. But of course, digital का जमाना है तो write down तो कौन ही करेगा, है ना? तो screenshot निकालो. Keep talking to me, interacting with me. Of course, I will not be able to listen, but I know you guys are excited to learn kanji. So let's go. First example is again of the word that I've been using for the longest time to give you examples, and that is mountain. Okay, this is one kanji. This represents mountain. Okay, the word for that in Japanese is yama. So mountain को Japanese में बुलाते हैं yama, not Yamaha, not the bike. Yama, Y-A-M-A, yama. Okay. Now, if you see, we've tried to tell you कि कैसे हम इमेजिन कर सकते हैं कि जैसे माउंटेन होता है ना, दीज आर माउंटेन्स, तो जैसे ऊपर नीचे होते हैं. तो वी हैव ट्राइड टू पुट दैट कांजी हियर इन माउंटेन और दिखाने की कोशिश की है कि ऐसे भी इमेजिन कर सकते हो. ओके, दिस इज वन वे ऑफ इमेजिनिंग कि हाँ, this kanji can mean something like this kanji can mean something like this. Okay, so this is mountain. Yama ki kanji hai. Please write the word down somewhere, yama. Okay, the next example is of a tree. Okay, tree. Now, the fun part in other languages is कि when you say a word, okay, when you say a word, जैसे मैं बोलती हूँ tree, or when I say झाड़ या पेड़, okay, you immediately have a picture in your head. This is the picture that you see, correct? कि हाँ, tree बोला तो ये we can imagine कि हाँ, तो as soon as we hear some word, we totally imagine that. But in Japanese, it's funny because when I say the word tree in Japanese, the word for tree in Japanese is ki, K-I. Okay, ki. Now I'll tell you why it's funny. Ki, ki का जो मतलब है वो सिर्फ झाड़ नहीं है. It's not only tree, but the word ki can mean a lot of other things as well. Okay, it can be used with a lot of other words as well. तो कुछ भी उसका meaning हो सकता है. So it's not just, please highlight करके, make sure the next sentence that I'm saying, okay, you highlight it and you fix it in your head that every kanji, okay, every kanji has multiple meanings and multiple readings. Okay, again I'm repeating, every kanji has multiple meanings and multiple readings. तो जैसे ये इसका reading जो है ना वो कुछ भी हो सकता है. It can be key, it can be something else, it can mean something else. तो whenever I say key in Japanese, इसका एक example हमने यहाँ पे दिया. Whenever I say key in Japanese, I am not always imagining a tree because I don't know what is the reference. So unless and until I see this kanji, okay, and I know what the sentence is, I will never be able to tell कि we are talking about a jhad or a ped or a tree here. Okay, so it's very, very important for me to know all my kanjis, to know all the meanings and all the readings of my kanji. Okay, and to also know the context of the sentence. Don't get confused. एक बार वापस बोल रही हूँ, जब मैं किसी भी kanji को देखती हूँ, whenever I see a kanji, I have to know all the meanings of that kanji. Okay, तो जैसे की बोलने के बाद अगर उसके 10 मीनिंग्स है, 10 में से 4 मीनिंग्स है, एक पेड़ हो सकता है, एक बेंच हो सकता है, एक कबर्ड हो सकता है, एनीथिंग. ओके, वो kanji का मीनिंग, तो आई हैव टू नो ऑल द मीनिंग्स. देन आई हैव टू नो ऑल इट्स रीडिंग्स आल्सो, कि जब मैं ये kanji देखती हूँ, whenever I see this kanji, it can mean की और का और जा और टा और whatever. Okay, so all the readings I have to know. एंड हाउ विल आई अंडरस्टैंड कि कौन से सेंटेंस में कौन सा रीडिंग और कौन सा मीनिंग यूज करना है, विच मीनिंग और रीडिंग शुड आई यूज इन अ सेंटेंस, दैट टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस. ओके, कि अगर मैं अपने घर में बैठी हूँ, आई एम सिटिंग इन माय हाउस इन माय रूम एंड आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट सपोज माय बेड, ओके, एंड आई वांट टू से ओके माय बेड इज वेरी कोजी, तो वहां पे ट्री का कोई मतलब रेलेवेंस नहीं है ना. देयर इज नो रेलेवेंस व्हेन आई एम गोना से आई एम सिटिंग ऑन माय बेड एंड आई विल से माय बेड इज वेरी कोजी, बट देन देयर इज नो रेलेवेंस ऑफ द वर्ड ट्री हियर. ओके, सो आई हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, अरे हाँ, अगर ये सेंटेंस में की आता है तो मैं क्या यूज कर रही हूँ, शायद मैं वुड यूज कर रही हूँ, शायद मैं कुछ और यूज कर रही हूँ. ओके, सो दैट्स हाउ यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट एवरी kanji हैज मल्टीपल मीनिंग्स एंड रीडिंग्स. उसके एग्जांपल्स आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू as and when we go ahead. Okay, so I don't remember if you I don't know if you guys remember seeing this kanji before, but we have seen this a couple of times in our sessions earlier. This kanji represents fire. Okay, fire, आग. Okay, और इसका reading है he, H-I, he. Now there is another reading of this kanji and it is ka, K-A, ka. Okay, तो दो readings मैंने आपको बता दिया. Explain two readings of the same kanji. One is ka and one is he. This kanji means fire. Okay, now what is written here is that a kanji, like I just told you, it can have different meanings and pronunciations as in multiple readings depending on their context. Okay, so just other languages mein, you get to see when you read a word, you totally imagine how the word, like what the word is, right? Jhad, ped, tree bol ke, you imagine the word. Whereas if I say ki, you will not be able to imagine it immediately because you don't know the context of the sentence. Now, here are a couple of things why I personally love kanji. If you have any other reasons, or if you feel after this session that you love or hate kanji, I can totally understand if you hate it, but please don't, like I say every time, ki please don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, pehle hi session mein judge mat kar lena. As and when, like I said, as and when you learn it further, you will totally fall in love with this because it is fun. It is fun writing kanji. It's like drawing basically. तो जैसे बचपन में ले जाता है ना, इट टेक्स अस टू आवर चाइल्डहुड व्हेन यू ड्रॉ पिक्चर्स, रैंडम पिक्चर्स, तो वैसे एक फीलिंग आता है. इट टोटली स्टिमुलेट्स योर इमेजिनेशन, है ना. तो जैसे कि ये kanji को देख के व्हेनेवर आई सी a character or a kanji character, I have to imagine, right? What word can this kanji represent? So it looks like some word, but what word is it? So it starts stimulating my imagination. It's like a puzzle. So guess करने में time लगता है. When the puzzles fit together, you unlock a word. It's fun. Okay, it's like a challenge. It's good for our exercise, no doubt. But do you know that there are more than 6,000 kanjis that the Japanese people use? Okay, of course, in their day-to-day life, they use approximately 1,500 to 2,000 plus kanjis. But normally existence may 6,000 plus kanjis. Of course, don't be scared. I'm not going to teach you all of them. We just need to know and understand what this is and understand a few of the kanjis. Okay. Okay. To give you an example of what I said earlier, that not every kanji represents the word that they mean. Okay. For example, kanashi. The kanji here is kanashi. It means sad. But nowhere does this kanji look like a sad person. है ना? बिल्कुल नहीं दिखता है. या फिर varau. It means laugh or happy. So nowhere does this kanji character look like it is smiling or laughing. So like I said, not every kanji represents the word that they mean. Okay, so don't try to force your imagination into it. अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है और अगर नहीं कुछ imagine कर पा रहे हो, if you think that this word is probably, this character does probably not mean anything, it's fine and it's totally possible, है ना? So don't try to force or don't try to fit in some imagination just because I've said it. It doesn't happen always, so don't worry about it. Okay, now a kanji can totally mean like a word by itself, कि अलग ही एक kanji, एक ही kanji है और उसका कुछ meaning है, जैसे fire हो गया, tree हो गया, okay, or like it can be a part of another word, like these two kanjis. If you see, this is fire and this is mountain. Going to give you 2 seconds to guess कि ये क्या हो सकता है. Come on, it's not that difficult. फायर और माउंटेन को अगर आप साथ में जोड़ोगे, आई थिंक बहुत सारे लोगों को आ गया होगा. यू मस्ट हैव गेस्ड इट, राइट? इट्स वोल्केनो. ओके, तो माउंटेन से इरप्ट होता है फायर, लावा, वोल्केनो. एंड द वर्ड फॉर वोल्केनो इज काजान. काजान. तो एक रीडिंग तो मैंने आपको बोला था इसका ही है, दूसरा रीडिंग का है. तो व्हेन यू आर यूजिंग इट विथ माउंटेन और वॉल्केनो कॉन्टेक्स्ट अगर है सेंटेंस में, तो रीडिंग यहाँ पे इसका होगा का. ओके, और इसका रीडिंग, द सेकंड kanji will not read as yama, but it will read as zan, Z-A-N. Okay, so kazan. Please write it down somewhere so that you don't forget. Kazan, volcano. Okay, let's learn a few other kanjis. The first one is he. I'm just going to quickly tell you the pronunciations. What I want you all to do, of course, you're not at the end of the session yet, but what I want you all to do after we end the session is I want you all to keep practicing all these kanjis. Okay, bar likho, make sure you write them, you keep writing them, you keep writing the strokes, and in no time you will master them. आ जाएंगे आपको 10, 15, 20 आज जितने भी आप सीखोगे ना, however many you learn today, you will, if you keep practicing them for the next 2-3 days, you will by heart them, you will know them in no time. And whenever now the next time you see these kanjis, you will immediately guess what that means. Okay, the first word is sun and it's read as he. Okay, yes, fire ka reading bhi he hai. This is another kanji jiska reading hai he, H-I, he. The second word is kava, that is a river. Kava, river. The third one is ame, ame, which means rain. Now, if you see, okay, the pictorial depiction that I was talking about, if you all clearly see kava, river, just a river flow होती है ना, streams, like you see the streams of the river, ऐसे ये 3 strokes है. या फिर ame, if you see, imagine that this is a window. Okay, the box here is a window and these are the raindrops that you see. So this is how you stipulate your imagination. Okay, this is how this kanji was formed. Moving on to the next one, this means I. It's read as me, M-E, me, and not me, but me. The next one is kuchi. That is mouth. Kuchi is mouth. The next one is suki. Suki, suki. And it means the moon. Okay. I have stopped after every kanji for 2 seconds for you all to repeat after me. If you haven't done that, please make sure you do that. Go back and repeat every kanji, the pronunciation after me. The first one here is oki. Oki, that is big. The next one is chisai, which is small. Chisai. The next one is da, rice field. Da. Next one is onna, a woman. Onna. The next kanji is otoko, which means a man. Otoko. The next one is ko, child. Small baby or child. Ko. Okay. Now, here is another example. Now, this is one kanji, okay? This is also one kanji. It's just this kanji that the character is written 2 times. And now look at the third one. It's funny. This character is written thrice. So here on top and then below these two. Okay? These words mean, they don't mean the same, but they're interrelated. Let's try. The first one is key. You'll remember it's key, which is tree. Can you guess the second one? Probably. I think you must have. It means 2 trees or a little like a non-dense forest, like woods, basically. Okay. And the third one is dense forest. Okay. Like a thicket, a dense forest. Okay. So this is Ki. This is Hayashi. Hayashi. Okay. And this is Mori. Mori. Okay. So you see, एक झाड़ बहुत सारे झाड़ और देन डेंस फॉरेस्ट इंटररिलेटेड है रिलेटेबल एक दूसरे से रेलेवेंस उनका सेम है but the words are different. Okay, the next part is here is onna. Okay, onna. This again, this kanji has been drawn 3 times. Okay, can you all just take a wild guess? 3 women together, what will happen? Okay, yes. I think all the men must have answered this correctly. A lot of noise. So this kanji means noise. Okay, this kanji means noise, and it's said as, like, it's pronounced as kashimashi. Kashimashi in Japanese. Okay, it means noise. We come to the last part of our session. This is a new kanji. Please write it down somewhere. It means flower, fool. Okay, flower. And it's read as hana, H-A-N-A, hana. This again, we come back to the same kanji. It is fire, correct? But now this time, okay, when it's combined with hana, it's not pronounced as he or ka, but please write down the third reading of this kanji, which is B, B-I, B. So together they form the word hanabi. Okay, hanabi. And it means fireworks. Okay, firework, patake, fireworks. Okay, and the last kanji for the day. This is again, you all remember. Do you remember? Correct. I think most of you all must have gotten it right. It's Oki, that is big. Okay, Oki is big. This is very, very easy. It means rain. The kanji is ame and big rain. Okay, of course, we don't say big rain, so we say heavy rainfall. Okay, so the word for heavy rainfall or thunderstorm in Japanese is o-ame. So Oki plus ame, o-ame. I hope you all have understood what I've tried to. I've tried really hard to explain this particular session. I know it's a little difficult. It can be a little overwhelming because too many characters and too many new characters, and it's not like a definite script कि जैसे hiragana katakana में हो गया a I U A O सीख लिया, then kaki ku mami mu हो गया, and then it's sorted. Like once you learn, you learn. Here it is a little twisty, it is a little confusing. I completely understand. But like I said, what I want you all to do is go back in the session, start from 0.00, watch till the end, write down all the kanjis, keep practicing them every day, listen to every word that I've said in this session carefully, and you know the drill. If you have any doubts, please put them in the comment section below and we will answer them in no time so that you get a clarity on what you've learned today. Okay. Also, आज के लिए homework as such कुछ नहीं है, but practice is the only homework. I want you to keep practicing all the kanjis that we have learned today and keep learning a few more as and when you go ahead further. Okay. Tomorrow would be our second last session. So I want you all to please make sure that you attend it. Have fun. I hope I did not confuse you too much. If I did, please write down your questions in the comments and I will connect with you in no time. If you want to enroll for our N5 and N4 classes, that is our next level classes, here is the number written below, the email ID and the website. You can contact us, whenever, wherever, however you want, and we will get back to you in no time. This is Tejaswini signing off for today. Hope you all had fun. I will see you in the next class.